How's it going out there today, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. We are in a mine in Joplin, Missouri. A lot of people refer to these as the caves. I don't think these are caves. I'm pretty sure these are mines. I got some fun facts. Let me gather them. Now, I did this research after I got here, so I didn't have any internet, so I couldn't fact check this. This is just going on hearsay, things I've heard over the years about this place. This would be my third trip here. I'm not impressed with this place anymore. It's kind of hot down here. It's dusty. I'm not a fan of it. You know, you can't idle your truck if you're hot. You don't want to roll down your windows because there's so much freaking dust everywhere. I'm over it. But let me run through some fun facts, and then we'll get to the weekly recap video, because this is the weekly recap video. If you like hearing numbers, you like owner-operator stuff, subscribe, check it out, because we do this every week. No matter what happens, we do this every single week. So let's get to some fun facts about the mine. So number one, this is where Minecraft was invented. For you guys that didn't know, the game Minecraft was actually invented down here. It is said that this mine is 6 million years old. It was started by the ancient Egyptians. We discovered it, as in truck drivers. We discovered it in 1762 when they built the Americold storage down here. The reason this mine was started was because it is plentiful in craft macaroni and cheese. It's estimated that 3 billion boxes of mac and cheese have been exhumed from this hole in the ground. So, and mac and cheese was first discovered here in 319 years ago. I don't know what the math is on that. You can do it. It's like, 1701 or something. So the temperature down here, even though I said it's hot, the real temperature down here is -10 degrees up to a perfect right angle at 90 degrees. So just so you know, those are the fun facts I discovered. Oh yeah, and Jack FM is down here. The radio station Jack FM, no, you don't know it because it's on the radio. But there used to be a thing called radio, and people used to listen to it, and Jack FM is a radio station. That comes from down here, in case you guys didn't know it. Yep, all those Van Halen songs, when you turn it on, you hear Panama. It comes from right here. All right, so that's enough of the fun facts. I've educated you on history and geology and all those fun things. And honestly, that's probably more useful than, when the other YouTube truckers get on here and go, Mega Carrier sent me to hole in ground to make delivery. Shots fired. But anyway, I'm just playing. Y'all know I like the kid. Nothing serious. But let's get to some numbers. Let's talk about the weekly recap, the reason you're here. I did 2 loads this week. Both of them full of drama. Oh, I hate drama. The first one, I wasn't supposed to do this load because I had another load booked last Friday. And all of a sudden, in the middle of the day, they call me and say, hey, guess what? Your load's canceled. And you know what that means in broker talk? That means we found someone that'll do it for less. And I hope the broker and that person both burn their toast. Yeah, I'm getting brutal with it these days. So I ended up booking a better load. That's why I don't stress stuff like that. Don't get mad at things you can't control, because things will work out for you either way, or so that's what I'm told. This load I picked up, the first one, went from Ohio to 2 stops in Minnesota and a final in South Dakota, okay? 288 deadhead miles to go get that one. Yeah, I deadheaded all the way from Pennsylvania down to Cincinnati to pick this up. And honestly, it was the best paying load I could find. And, it was like, even with deadhead, it paid better than most loads I was finding out there. So I went ahead and booked it. I took it. And so $1,356 total on the miles on that one. I paid $3,000 to the carrier. I'm leased to an 80-20 split carrier, so that's $2,400 to me. On my first delivery on that one, I woke up Monday morning and I noticed I had a squeak coming from the front of the truck. And that typically means you got a bad belt or a bad pulley, or if you find a puddle of coolant underneath your truck, it probably means you need a water pump. I needed a water pump. So the water was still a-flowing, both Cephas juices were a-flowing. So I said, we're going to go ahead and do these deliveries. Did my Minnesota deliveries, did my South Dakota delivery, was going to come back to Minnesota. So it kind of limited my options on that second load of the week, because I needed to get back to Minnesota, because the shop I use is in Minnesota. I want to get my water pump done there. So it kind of limited me, but I ran up to Fargo, North Dakota, grabbed a load coming to here, the hole in the ground in Missouri, and it was paying pretty good, so I took it, and I was like, okay, it's got like an extra day in it for Thanksgiving. I used that day to get my water pump fixed. I did go home for Thanksgiving. I stayed home the Wednesday before when they fixed the water pump, and then I left out, like, you know, the afternoon of Thanksgiving. So that load came from Fargo down to Joplin, Missouri. That's where this area is at, Joplin, Missouri area. That load weighed 26,000 pounds, negative 10 degrees. Both loads this week were frozen food, negative 10 degrees. This load paid $3,800 to the carrier, $3,040 to me, to the truck. That load had 180 miles of deadhead on it, 837 miles loaded, and about 70 of that is added on for me going back over to Minneapolis and coming down instead of just coming straight here. But you do what you got to do. You do what you got to do. So, PA load canceled, water pump replaced. All in, we still did $6,800 of revenue this week. I'm pretty happy with that. 2,373 total miles, all in miles. I'm pretty happy with that. That's 6,800 to the carrier. That's 5,440, 5,440 to the truck. That's 286 a mile and to the carrier, and that is 229 a mile to the truck. That is great numbers. Let's face it, because I had 468 miles of deadhead this week. That is 20% deadhead. 1 in 5 miles was empty with no freight on there. So 20% deadhead. Loaded mile, a loaded mile was 357 a loaded mile, which is really good considering I was running areas that aren't chocked full of toll roads. So I was pretty happy with that. Like I said, 20% deadhead, and still got 286 all miles. All miles. So let's run over a few variable costs real quick. $637 on diesel. Man, I am saving a ton of money on diesel using MUDFLAP. I got a description on this video down there. Check it out. MUDFLAP link in there. Use my promo code. You get $10 off your first fill up. I get $10 when you fill up the first time. I'm like an old school preacher over here. Got why? Whoo, Martha, you. But anyway, yeah, check out MUDFLAP. Check out MUDFLAP, guys. I'm saving on average, and now I have a fuel card that gets a discount at Love's, TA, and Petro. 19 cents a gallon. I'm saving on average 30 cents on top of that already discounted price. I bought fuel in Illinois earlier in the week for $2 a gallon minus IFTA. That's $1.39. $1.39 minus IFTA. I'm telling you, you're going to be hard pressed to do that with any other fuel card. MUDFLAP has no fees at all. You just link your credit card, your debit card, bing, bam, boom, you're off and running. Everybody sign up with that. Buy fuel with it. Save yourself $10 right off the bat. I recommend you do this right here. If you don't trust it, you don't think you like it, sign up for it, link it up, buy $10 in fuel. They'll give you that $10 in fuel for you trying it. So just buy $10. I mean, if it's worth a shot, because I'm telling you, you're going to save a lot of money. You're going to enjoy it. But anyway, and you can also, a lot of people don't know this, but you can also use the rewards program at the truck stops, even using MUDFLAP. So like if you get fuel at Sap Brothers, Roadies, Casey's General Store, if you get fuel at any place that has a rewards program, you can use that with the MUDFLAP app. You just give them your rewards card when you go in and finalize your transaction, and they'll put the points right there. So you still get showers, you still get reward points. Really nice app. Check it out. But anyway, let me get to these variable costs. $637 on diesel, $70 on reefer fuel, $29 on DEF, $24 scaled both loads. They're both kind of loaded awkward, so I wanted to scale them. $8 on one toll, $768 total variable cost. You bring over the $5,040 to the truck. and that's going to put you in minus 768 variable cost. Leaves me $4,672 to do what I've got to do with. That's pretty damn good on 23.73 on the miles. I mean, again, another week where we're almost $2 a mile after variable cost. Beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. And guys, if you can think of somebody that might use this information, you know, share this video with them. If you've made it this far, give me the thumbs up, please. I'd appreciate that. If you're not subscribed, about 50% of my watch time comes from non-subscribed people. So if you're watching every week, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, do the whole thing. I would appreciate it. Come join me in a live show. I do a lot of lives. And check out one of these other videos, guys. Continue to learn and be entertained. I appreciate everybody coming by and watching. And as always, take care of each other out there.